Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is FabriChat. The Maisie Show.
The Maisie Show. That's absolutely what it is. Yes. She will have something to say soon enough, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. It was funny on Sunday. You saw it too, all of the comments. And that's all, it's constant. It used to be that you guys used to say, oh, I really love the pink flowers. Oh, that line is so gorgeous. Ooh, I think I know exactly what I'll make with that fabric.
Comments have changed.
No. That Maisie is so cute. She really is.
I can hear her. I know what she's saying.
They can hear you saying Nana.
Nana.
Yeah. She is saying Mom.
Yeah.
And she's saying Dad, isn't she?
Yeah, that's a little bit saying Dad, but yeah, she says
Mom quite a bit. Finally, because she's been saying Nana for quite some time.
Yeah, she finally figured out the other name.
Yeah, and it was funny, I was going to tell you, so we tease her, you'll hear it, I'm sure. We tease... Oh. What?
So sorry, that was Matt's.
That was yours. She's so loud. She's so loud. But she has kind of this deep growl that she does.
Sunday, I think we heard a lot of that.
And it's kind of funny because she's not mad. She's not. It's just a sound that she makes. And what was kind of funny was that I saw some little thing. I was sitting on the couch a lot this weekend, which we'll talk about in a minute. But the actor who does the voice for Gollum in Lord of the Rings. Did you ever watch that? I know I'm kind of not so much either.
Robert's a Lord of the Rings fan. So he would know exactly who you're talking about.
And wasn't there like 7 of them or something? I mean,
there was probably a whole bunch.
There were so many. But yeah, so Gollum. So, and it's funny because his voice, I can't do it. I mean, I probably could do it today. But it's kind of that sound that she makes. And so anyway, he was telling this story that they called him and said, hey, they're doing this film in New Zealand and they want you to come down and come up with this voice. So they showed the picture of the character. He's all digitally created, you know, and they said, you know, and this is kind of his backstory. So think of what you think his voice would be. And he said it's kind of hard for him to come up with it. He kind of feels like he has to like know the character and be the character, you know, and I get that. I mean, I love, you know, when you do the voices when you're reading a book, but anyway, and he was having a really hard time doing it. And then he kind of couldn't come up with something. He kind of couldn't quite, you know, he knew it wasn't right and he kept kind of practicing. And then he has this cat and this cat came up and this cat is making this sound while he's hacking up a hairball.
Oh, and that's the sound.
And that's the sound. Right? I know. Is that the sound? It kind of is the sound. She liked it when I said it. Is that the sound? No. No, it's not. Can you
more
say
nasally, it? Nana.
Can you say the sound?
I don't know what that
was. That's not quite right. I mean, it was close. I think she thinks I'm making fun of her. Oh, and speaking of making fun of all of these weird things, I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. So I went to the doctor the other day. I'm on antibiotics. I'm not contagious, but I couldn't get in to see my doctor for a couple of days, so I did end up going to the emergency room because I was having trouble breathing. And I think at my age, you know, when you have chest pain, and
it's not something to mess around with.
No, it's like, I mean, I've seen too many of those people in the ER and have said, why didn't you come in? Chest pain, I mean, it takes 20 minutes to say that's not what it is. So it's not what it is. It was just, I have a respiratory infection. I'm on antibiotics. Life is good. My voice is just funny. But anyway, the doctor that I saw, his last name is Bus, B-E-U-S. Guess what his first name is?
What?
Bo.
Bobus. Why? Why would you do that?
That's what I thought. I thought, what are your parents thinking? Because then I thought, okay, well, maybe it turned you into a pretty tough character. But he wasn't a big man. I'm not so sure. And then I thought about it, and I thought, I was a really nice kid. I never, ever, ever picked on anybody. In fact, my friends were the friends. If somebody picked on you, man, I had your back. And, but if somebody had a fun name...
You just can't help it sometimes.
Bulbous. Bulbous. I would want to be friends with Bulbous. Bulbous. I mean, I would say it constantly. And then I think about that. Would that be teasing him? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mean for it to be. But
who knows?
Bulbous. His name is Bulbous.
Huh.
Bulbous. Boba. Why?
I don't know.
I
would not do that.
No. I liked the name Bo. I don't know if I've told you guys this before. And I really liked it. And when Jordan was our first, and I kept saying, I love the name Bo. And Dad is, of course, saying, no, I don't like that name. It's like, why? I love that name. I think it's a great name,
And him being a mean kid in school.
Yeah. He says, no. And then he finally says, I mean, it took like weeks before he finally said, say it together. Say the name. Borang. It's like,
Borang.
Borang. And it's like,
Okay,
yeah. I probably would make fun of. And I think that's the thing when you think about whether or not you're being a bully, I mean, I think bullies are bullies, and we all know a bully when we see one, but I think even just teasing somebody,
sometimes you just don't need to give a reason.
No, let's just, you can just be, anyway, Bobus was mine. Bobus was my doctor. And it was funny because I did say his name once, and you didn't see it, he had his name tag, but then when he was writing everything out, it came up Bobus, and then I did have to say, Bobus. And he said, yeah.
Yeah, beat that with a dead horse.
Yeah, that's all he said.
Yeah.
And then he walked.
Said that right. Poor guy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, kind of funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So let's see. So I was going to tell you. I'm going to tell you about this book. What you got?
This book.
Well, it's kind of a funny thing. The book itself is maybe fairly irrelevant. I don't even know if it's. So this book is a book that I've had for a long time, and a friend actually bought that book for me. I love tea. You guys have probably seen my tea drawer before. I've been drinking lots of tea last couple days. Love tea. And the friend that had given it to me passed away. And there's a fun little inscription in it, and it's very nice. And anyway, I had pulled it out. Because when did I have this book with me? 2 weeks ago?
You had it last week.
Last week. I had pulled the book out because there was some stuff that I wanted to get, and there's some herbal recipes in here, and there's some different things. So anyway, so I pulled the book out, and then I had it with me, and then I put the book back. and the whole time I had the book out, you can't help but think about that friend, I mean, and I think that's when somebody gives you a gift, that's what they hope for, is that every time you see this coffee mug or every time you see that plant, that you think of that special friend, and that works really well. Well, anyway, so I kept thinking about this friend. Well, the weird thing was the next morning after I put the book back, I'm going to show you a picture. I walked by the bookshelf where the book was, and the book was out.
They pulled out.
Out.
Oh.
I know, right? I know. See, that's what I always think too, because I feel like I'm receptive. I know that this earthly body is not our only existence. I know that. And I'm very receptive to, leave me a penny, we have stories about different things that have happened where you kind of know that someone was just saying hello. And I thought, oh, that's really sweet. And so I pulled the book out again, looked at it for a minute, had a little conversation, put the book back. And then later that night, come home, do whatever, come inside from outside. The book is out again.
What?
The book is out again. And I'm thinking, Okay. What? Did I, so I pulled the book out, looked at it a little bit, thought, what? Was there I emptied the book. Was there some other kind of a piece of paper in there? Was there something? And it was kind of bothering me, thinking, well, obviously somebody is trying to send me a message, right?
Right.
Send me a
Talk
message.
to me about tea.
What? Put the book back. Thought about it all day, thought about it that night, whatever. And then the next morning I looked, the book wasn't out. The book was right where it was, and I thought, oh, okay. And then I was saying goodbye because Brian has been gone for the weekend. He left on Thursday and to go to Montana. Brian's aunt passed away earlier in the year, and his uncle was going to Montana to go to a big school reunion or something that they have every year. So he rode along with Uncle Norman, and they stopped at Butte and Billings and Missoula.
Oh yeah, Missoula.
And they ended up in Fairview. They'll be back tonight. Anyway, so I looked because I thought, should I be freaked out about this? Should I be? Because I don't get scared easily. I'm not afraid by myself. I'm 100% okay by myself. Nothing really, it doesn't bother me at all. But I kind of thought about it, and I thought, should I be nervous about this? But the book was still where it was supposed to be, and I thought, oh, okay, no big deal. And so then Dad and I kind of left at the same time. We left together. And I come home from work, look, and now it's like I walk right in the front door, and I look. It's like, okay, no, the book is right where it should be. Everything is okay. And then kind of don't think anything of it. And then I did have friends that had come over. I have some friends that are staying, and there was a couple other things, and we had to go in and out of the house a couple times to get a couple of things. And after my friends had left, I walked in.
It was coming. It came back out.
It was out, and the book was out. And I thought, okay, now I'm a little bit freaked out. What is happening with this book, and why is it out again? And I thought, so then, you do what everybody, so I sit and I pray,
Don't know what's happening.
Well, I'm not sure. I feel safe, but this seems odd to me because why is it out? And I'm thinking, no one else is at my house.
Right.
No one is there. No one is messing with me, because even if it was Pa messing with me,
it wouldn't be the same book.
He's in Montana.
Yeah.
No one else. I had told no one about this book.
Right.
So it wouldn't be, because then I thought, well, my friend wouldn't have pulled the book out.
Right.
Because why would you have? It doesn't even make any sense. So I decided to leave the book out. Leave it where it was.
Sure. I'll put it away.
Positioned, and I thought I'm just going to kind of leave it there for a minute. And every time I walked by it, it kind of bothered me. And then I had to, if you look at the picture, you can see that there's a drawer there. And so I had to get in that drawer, and I pulled out that drawer. And I rarely get in that drawer. But I pulled out that drawer, and I happened to notice that it kind of touched the top of the book, and I thought,
every time you open the drawer.
Every time.
Or Dad opens the drawer.
I never get in that drawer.
Dad gets in the drawer.
It has some tools and some weird things in it.
It's his, like his own personal junk drawer.
Junk drawer. Oh. And so what the other person needed to get was a little screwdriver. And so sure enough,
pull it open.
Yeah. So I pushed this stupid book. I pushed the book back in. I grabbed hold of that drawer. Pulled that drawer.
And here comes the book. That's dork. So good.
Yeah, you stupid dork. So then I thought, what did I do?
Dad was messing with you.
He was messing with me. And then I thought, why didn't he notice? But of course he wouldn't.
He wouldn't notice.
He wouldn't notice anything like that.
He leaves cupboard drawer.
Right, exactly. When he gets a cup of coffee in the morning, the coffee cabinet is open, the spoon drawer is open, the sugar lid is off. He would not notice that every time he opens that drawer, this stupid book comes out. And then I was thinking, I thought I must have put the book on a different shelf.
Yeah, it must not.
It must not have usually. But it has been fun thinking about Jan, all day, every day. And I'm sure she's laughing. It's like, but anyway, it was kind of funny. So, anyways, no ghostesses. Yes. No ghosts.
Just a sneaky drawer.
No messages and just a sneaky drawer.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so goofy.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, it did have me a little freaked out though. Sure. I mean, just a little, but
because it doesn't usually happen that often.
No.
I mean, doesn't. It's usually a one-time thing, maybe two.
Yeah, just a little hello. Yeah. Is I think what kind of happens. Not a haunting. Look at this book. Here's the book. I don't want to look at that book again.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. So, anyway.
That's funny. Well, new shelf for this bad boy. Then.
New shelf for that book. Yes. Yes. That book is on a different one now.
That's funny.
So, and you're being uncharacteristically quiet. She said, I want the flowers on that shirt.
I know. Is it pretty?
She's sitting up really well.
Yeah.
Now.
She's still a little... You're going to eat it? She's still a little weeble. I wish she could sip on her own. She could do a whole lot more, but...
She's what?
She's a weeble. With no ab muscles. She just goes straight down.
Hey, look at it. Looking at that baby. We have, I can't see it with that
camera.
But the camera's there. She goes, I want that flower.
You like those flowers? Mm-hmm. I've been wearing it all day.
I want that. The pink one. She likes the bright colors. I'm telling you. You nanas and grandmas that are making gray quilts.
Do one of each.
She likes the bright ones.
Do a bright one and then do one that matches.
She loves bright colors. Orange. The brighter, the better.
Yeah.
Orange.
She is orange.
Pink. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, even the one behind us, she's digging.
You like that one? Gonna stand up?
It's flowers too. Yeah.
All right, what else? It seems like I had some other story I was going to tell you, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sure something about Pa being gone and trouble that we're getting into. And today is, I looked up the national day. It's National Daiquiri Day.
Oh, that's good. It's hot as out here.
I know.
Mix you up one.
I know. We found these little, like slushies. I don't know if you guys have seen these or not. I mean, we saw these like Otter Pops last year.
Yeah.
Right?
From Costco.
Costco made, and they're like a margarita Otter Pop thing. And then when we had the retreaters here, when I was over at Winco had them, I got an assortment. There was a margarita and daiquiris and all kinds of things.
And a little slushy form. You just put it in the freezer. And
and then you take it out, and it was like perfect. It was one drink. It was really nice. They were super, super popular. And then the last time I went, I got like 4 more.
Yeah.
And they're like 8% alcohol. Now, I know I talk a big story about wine and all of that, but I'm not that much of a drinker. But that's what happens when it's hot, is that it's like, oh, I'm going to drink that really.
Oh, sweet buddy.
And I think I'm going to just stick with Otter Pops.
I know, right?
What? You'd like an Otter Pop. Sitting in the pool.
We had one the other day.
Did she like it?
She did like it. She had a half of one, and of course it was everywhere. Hair, feet. I don't know how much she actually ate, but...
It doesn't matter.
I think most of it melted, but she liked the feel of the ice on her tongue, and... Oh, from that tooth. Yeah, my teeth get stuck. My tongue gets stuck on my teeth.
It's a look.
Yeah.
Can you do
that? My tongue gets stuck. She's good.
She makes a sound and then sticks out the tongue. Yeah. Our little day waster.
Totally.
We're just so mesmerized by you. Oh! Wait, you took my pattern.
The pattern she's been playing with is for the quilt behind us. This is Smoochies. This is one of the Laugh Yourself in Stitches by Karen.
Blue.
It's really cool. It's like 10 fat quarters. and a chunky background. It's actually pretty small.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can see behind this, but I think it's just a fun block layout, doing X's and hearts, hugs and kisses, you know, and just doing it more and making it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, you could make it as big as you wanted.
Just keep doing blocks.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like we don't have this particular fabric. This particular fabric was probably a Bonnie and Camille. It's kind of what it looks like. But we have a collection from Moda that is called the Flower Farm. Flower Farm.
Yeah.
That I think would be really cute. It's those pinks and reds. I don't really think it has a lot of green in it, but if you're wanting something Valentine-y color-wise, just in the floral setting, I think Flower Farm is something really fun to look into. It's super cute. You're goof. I really love Crinkle Nose. She's a sweetie pie.
I love her expressions. I love that she has some expressions that are the same as the others, but she has some that are very
definitely
different.
has some of her own.
The crinkly nose thing is really fun. Yeah. All right. All right. Well, I think we're going to keep it a little shorter today.
Save her voice.
Save my voice a little bit for box opening. And then, and of course, she's obviously saving up her voice too.
Yeah, she's ready to sing a song tonight.
Yes.
Alrighty. Can you say bye?
Can you say bye? We have to get you to start waving.
Bye.
Bye.
She's like, what do you do with your fingers?
Bye. No waving. No waving. We'll see you tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at FabricPatch.net.